I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
But you didn't let me finish.
Where has Master gone this time?
Let's fly! Giddy up! Let's fly! Take me up! Open fire! Let's fly!
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough. Taming the beast within is tougher. I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Let's fly. Take me up. Let's fly.
Knock him down.
Another test. I got careless.
Bullseye! Open fire!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Take me up.
Hold on to your hats.
Let's fly. Locked on. Locked on. Locked on.
Such a pain.
Take me up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Tell me what you see.
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Knock him down.
Locked on. Open fire.
Hold on to your hats.
Just you wait.
Bullseye. Locked on.
wasn't done.
Take the ice! Locked on!
Hold on to your hats.
Good day. Open fire! Bullseye! Locked on! Locked on!
Just you wait!
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Take the up!
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, but taming the beast within is tougher.
What about those music records I mentioned? Just not attitude.
Take me up! Let's fly!
What about those music records I mentioned?
She's not back yet. Hey, let's go check what's wrong. Master Chevin, she went to. They have to finish making preparations before they can try to rest. So. They said Master Chevin might have stopped around here. She might have been forced to go near the shadow pit. Please, you have to save her. According to the map, we should be. Get away from me! Over there! Is that Master Chevin?
Where did you come from? So strong! Let's get out of here, boys! Run! Leave the stuff.
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Thank you. Saved by the Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. She did, huh? But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal. I dug up a hole. I panicked.
If the situation...
I left most of them for Tlasoli. And poor little Oh, you know, the foremost expert in ancient names. The future of our tribe. The finest artisan in that land. You'll never hear the end of it. I know Tlasoli misses the days when she used to forge ancient names. Because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful illness. And Tlasoli put even as Nechka's illness. Still, all's well that ends well. Thanks to the doctors, her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. But she's well enough to write letters already. She often writes to Shilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her. Her birthday's in a few days. So, Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
Yeah, talk about an important...
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate your well wishes. All right, let's head back. I'm sure Imish is worried sick. Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Tlasoli tomorrow? It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
That's right! A good mood makes for a quick recovery! And of course, we wouldn't say no to a little gift.
Don't worry, something tells me you'll like this one. But I'll let Tlasoli tell you what it is herself.
Take me up. Let's fly.
Wanna see some gems? They're so shiny.
courage.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Take me up. fly.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No?
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them.
I usually go to bed pretty early, but honestly,
Do you also think...
Grandpa, it still feels, well, whatever the case.
Gotcha. Thank you. Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one...
Oh, the last time I
Oh,
it was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy. Okay, thank you, sir.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
Thank you.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, but taming the beast within is tougher.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King Deshret. Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King Deshret's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah! Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that King Deshret...
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for King Deshret's speedy return. Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under King Deshret and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical?
I haven't run into him.
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're not too.
No, of course.
I have many ways, so you'd best don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish?
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
I heard.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isak! I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Join the Eremites and embrace a wonderful new life.
Grandpa, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. This is where Grandpa usually stays. There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari.
Huh?
You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest.
Let's fly.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in that direction.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, even deep within the clutches.
No,
So, someone's taking advantage. Are the rumors really true? Could the disappear?
It's highly...
please, you have to save my Grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
We haven't seen...
Huh.
Did you find out I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
If it was any up, didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Enger, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia! You're amazing! You really know...
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of, but that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright, sounds like a plan! Well, here we are again!
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall... It was only after I grew up that I realized. The wall of Samiel isn't just there to... Sumeru is run by wise and mighty We're cheap labor. Like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. Geniuses like Satar... I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Thea.
No. Besides, we're...
Yep, we gotta...
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. Our mission started the moment we arrived. Let's go check out the tavern. Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean, you don't see anyone you know?
Tia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello.
Anyway, as far as my friends here...
Absolute.
Yeah. Have you seen...
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe...
Ah.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made...
Yes, how can...
Take me up!
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the...
Oh no! It's an ambush!
Ah, what's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really... Not only do...
So, you've been...
Uh-oh.
And you...
So you and Delavar have been...
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out, but you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru.
If that's the case,
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about...
Delavar. And Enger, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss...
Dia, I thought that
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity.
See? There you...
You're not wrong.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Just following orders.
Fire in the hole! Going in!
Orders given. Orders received.
Tell me what you see.
Let's fly! Lockdown!
Need!
Lockdown!
Impossible! Yeah, how could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. Even though you heard that so-called flame that's what you thought. And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that should be all of it.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without...
Oh!
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fry...
Oh! You mean...
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Enger and alcohol has a way of making people share what they really...
What about...
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar. That's what you wanted to...
Wait! So...
No, he...
Wow!
Ah, you're too...
So...
Hmm?
About how mercenary...
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia? Do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary... I've begun to but I see through.
Dia...
Anyway, looks like we're done with... This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite...
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time. Well,
Paimon's been
we've known each other for...
Oh, Paimon!
Yep, I guess us mercs on the other...
Well, Paimon...
Really?
Oh, Sino's here!
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation.
Oh!
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where... Whoa, you look furious!
Do I?
Oh, there's no map.
Perhaps I need to... Still, it's perfect.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you?
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may all be desert dwellers, but the people of Aru Village care. A war would only...
We understand. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and...
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you...
Yes, sorry! It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection, and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling you, he got us to lure them out of their houses and... You gotta believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If some time ago, people. It strikes me.
Which means they were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
Just as but what could they want with the village?
People are nothing but... Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go.
Yes.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you...
All right.
Let's meet back here. Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Where did you...
Well,
You were gone for Hey, what's with the...
you never...
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly... there's just nothing...
Well, anyway.
Yep. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided...
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk!
While you were in...
Really?
To be honest, not to mention that going...
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you...
What is that?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean...
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because, by contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever present. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked, the reason...
Those eyes. Those fears.
Don't change this.
It's quite obvious.
Right.
She corrected herself.
I think it's been a...
Remember?
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though...
After speaking to the village chief, it became... By getting involved...
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid...
We're on it!
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier...
Mr. Alhaith...
Huh?
Go ahead and talk to her. Go on.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you... hi, do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very... Before, Traveler, do you believe our lives will...
Yeah! We can... But even... We have friends and...
I wanted... My apologies for posing my question.
Alhaitham told...
The fact is that I'm... Only one side of my family is desert folk. Some believe in the Dendro Archon.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that...
Yeah. Some people can be... Slowly, I just stopped talking to people, and then it happened. The village...
You can tell them. I'm sure...
All right. I actually have... Perhaps it used to be louder.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert...
There's really nothing...
I think they used to use it for treating elephants.
Yeah!
Yeah. Knock him down. Open fire! Bullseye!
They were easier to deal with than Paimon. Super strong bandits? Or monsters? He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look.
We haven't found Squad.
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, what are you reading?
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So,
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's... And anyway, so Paimon... Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
there it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's...
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought. There's a hidden...
Wow. It's like they tucked it... Oh, it looks like there are...
Take me up! Open fire! Fire in the hole!
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Go! You're free now!
Let's fly!
Trainee Forest Ranger
That's close enough.
Lockdown! Let's fly! Knock them down. Take me up!
Look, there's the good idea. Let's approach him slowly without a...
Wait. You're...
He can't speak. Also,
Didn't expect to see him here.
you know
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
he's a scholar too? Is he the...
No. And Razak was never involved in any of those things. Leaving that question aside for them, looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawn.
Loaded.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry. The symptoms are
Huh? Why did...
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh!
Correct. The academia. It isn't difficult to deduce the rationale. First, these rumors were all the persuasion that, as well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own life for the death, many would give, even if complications arise. The notion of an academia plot.
Oh, that makes a lot of... But there's still...
Throughout this process, first, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were... An exile is still patently a living, breathing... If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them.
Resource?
One possibility...
Extracted? You mean...
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the
So, the human brain...
I'm the Academia's... Anyway, judging by Razak's... Or perhaps, his curiosity... The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, however, the Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. I've spent quite...
You mean, you're...
All scholars extracting information...
Sounds like you're really...
Of course. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its bound. This matter needs...
Wait! Didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want.
Paimon's been wanting.
Though I must say, uniqueness is also an asset.
Wow.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that. He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
We're back!
You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather.
So, at one point in time,
Yep, pretty much!
their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole. One of us could be secretly.
Looks like none of you have realized. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words.
It is simply a logical
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't...
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Simply put, if you want to raid...
The Academia?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have every so often... I remember seeing...
You're saying that the But what's the point in...
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the...
It predicted my...
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to...
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements...
Whoa, you bounced.
There is always an...
Oh, so if the Academia... Yep,
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go too!
You want to go
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you! Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay. So, we have to dig it out?
These are likely fragments of an looks like there were more than one village. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kinda scary.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I...
Tia? Why would you... Tia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret.
It's not too late yet. The village
You don't understand, my dear lady.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up...
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevada have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer. Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret. And the same applies to the academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the academia's way of doing things?
You academia scum. Every last one?
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the follower...
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my... Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the flame? What if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rahman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it! Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own finger. You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the like if it came down to it. You would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a try. Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you...
Fine.
Let's run! Locked on! Open fire! Take me up!
Huh. They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because...
Is everything ready?
Absolute. You brought fewer...
Bring him out.
Grandpa! Why is there only...
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man.
It's a one for... Let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of...
You stay right...
Playmate! What do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here? You coward! Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Grandpa! Paimon's dizzy.
Ugh, this day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the dendro archon.
Grandpa?
Hey, look around.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise King Deshret!
What's he doing here? And his men too?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I wanted to...
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? Two major deities...
Paimon thought you were...
Indeed. New discoveries are always worth investigating, whether they have anything to do with God.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. King Deshret will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
We can do this!
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah! And there's so many plants. It's still...
Sir Ram...
Huh? Are you mock?
Interpret it however you want.
Whatever you said.
There's nothing to...
It does seem...
them down. Again! Take me up! Open fire!
Let the show begin.
Tell me what you see.
Bullseye!
It's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are...
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies his wisdom is a...
You can read?
Of course.
He's not...
There's still something. The scent of life.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message. Excellent. There's a...
Isn't she?
Yes. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshret were never in...
But...
Was that?
You might be distrustful of... You've just
The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered. King Deshret's... We saw her as nothing more than a traitor. who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, how could I ever...
Raman, give it a rest.
My Eremites!
Hey.
I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know. But please...
It's not gonna...
Well, I guess that's for me to do.
When would be a good time?
Tomorrow. And I'll...
You seem to finally understand.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone.
That must have been rough. But
Ramon's no fool. It's too bad he was held back by his belief.
The outcome, at least...
we should get going too. Let's...
Hmm.
Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Let's fly! Take me up!
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is... thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a ghost!
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like...
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. It may seem the withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only...
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them.
This is what the arrogant
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Sebs with the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency. They were able to use it to extract the Next, It
adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness, for nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Ale. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then...
You must have noticed by now, it is as if they are cursed with a desire. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only... This is but a...
Then what does Lesser Lord... Is she not a true god present?
From the beginning, when the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, they found that at the time, not to mention that slowly but surely...
So...
All right, let's... Raman, give me a...
Sure.
The village keepers you...
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on,
Oh, pardon?
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about...
So you were...
Even though we lived through all...
What a whirlwind of...
It seems like they're...
Still, now's a good time to make...
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant
So,
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well...
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Add Astra. Thank you for completing. Add Astra Abyss.
Take me up!
Let's fly! Locked on! Locked on! Let's fly! Take me up! Locked on!
Add Astra.
Let's fly! Bullseye! 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 I'm going in!
Tell me what you see.
Time to say hello.
Let's fly! Open fire! Bullseye! Open fire! Take me up! Bullseye!
Couldn't transcend.
Come on, we can do it.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Ha! Bullseye! Bullseye! Let's fly!
Ad Astra Abbot. You have already claimed today's reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Well.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough. Taming the beast within is tougher. I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.